Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna be breaking down those trades I took on EU by scalping. This happened on New York session. I first had a buy here, I missed it, but I think at the end of the video, if the video is not too long, I'll try to break it down. Okay, so I had one sell around for 62R, a buy 6R, 4R, 6R, and a sell around for 43R, another sell here around for 24R, and a buy 7, 11, okay, 4R, a buy run for 14R, a sell 5R. This sell 5R and this sell 8R actually hit my break even. Both of them hit my BE. And there is this one sell here that ran for 12R. So I'm gonna be breaking down all those trades here. Okay, I show my entry and how I got them, and also my MT5 entry as proof. So I think I'm gonna take a different chart to not lose my analysis. Okay, that's what I usually do. I like trading Oanda. So what I do is I take EU the same chart, but I just change from Oanda to FXCM because I don't really use FXCM to scalp, so I can use this one for the breakdown. Okay, I take this one, I go to my 1 minute, and now I'm gonna be breaking down how I got this. Before I can actually go through each trade, I'll try to replay price and I will know, because if you want to scalp, the direction of the market is very important. Okay, I think I had the one here. Okay, the direction of the market is very important. So now for the direction, you can go to the 15 minute to look at the trend. Okay, so if I go to the 15 minute here, if I look well, market tab into this zone, which is our demand zone to buy from. And if I look, price is what? Price is bullish. Yeah, sure, price is bullish. So what I can expect price to do here is price buy. Okay, I expect price to give me a buy. Okay, a buy maybe to take this previous high before dropping, or if this doesn't happen, at least buy somewhere here to take the Asia high before we can have a pullback to maybe to this demand zone to buy to the upside. This pretty much the idea I have about the direction. If I know price will have to buy before selling down, then I know that London might be a buy and New York can be a sell. It's very important. If you know the direction that you only have to be buying on New York, or if you only have to be buying on London, then I just have to look for my buy setup on London. Okay, and once I get my buy, and if I see a sell setup, and if I see price started dropping, now I can look for my sell setup on New York. I have my buy on London and my sell on New York. It's very important. If you already know when you have to buy and when you have to sell, then the remaining is very easy. Just follow market structure on the 1 minute chart and you can actually make it. So if I bring price back, you see price bought, okay, came maybe tap into any zone here and started dropping down. So on this, I know, as I said at the beginning, I had to buy and I got my sell later. Now I go to my 1 minute. I didn't use it, all my position were not on 1 minute chart. Okay, some of them I got on the second time frame, but I will do my best to break them down. Okay, so if I come here, I think I'll try to replay price here. I'll only, there's a lot of trade that happen. Okay, but I didn't take all of them safe. If I come here, you see this area, there might be sell setup, and here there was a sell setup. There was also a sell setup here I missed. So we do have a lot of position that even I myself I didn't get them, because sometimes I didn't see the confirmation entry, or I didn't see what I really wanted to see. So my first sell was this one. I think it was on the second time frame. Okay, so now if I go to the second time frame, I'll have to look for there was a buy here. Okay, as I was saying, I didn't get all of them. There was a buy here that I missed, breakup structure, change of character, pull back to OB and buy. And as price bought, I need a supply zone to sell from. So price came and tapped into this supply zone. As price tapped this supply zone, I need price to give me a change of character before I sell. And if I look well, price didn't break this low. Okay, it didn't really break it till this area. Price broke it. From this area, price broke it later here. So if price broke here, I would need some sort of supply zone to enter from. But if I look well, price gave me this relative equal highs here. Okay, it was equal highs on Oanda, but it's not equal highs on FXCM, but it was equal highs on Oanda. The broker I use, I think FTMO, I think my forex fan use Oanda for the chart or whatever, but on Oanda it was a double top here. You guys know my entry style. If I get a change of character and there is some sort of liquidity induced, then I enter from the liquidity induced, my stop loss above the high, which is this one. Or you can put your, you can have a safer stop loss, depending on you, because if you have this one, you can maybe, this, you might hit stop loss on your broker before it goes to TP. So you can get your entry here, your stop loss above the high. And where do I target as TP? The first TP I target is this. As at this low, I take 50% off, okay, which is like 13R. At this low, I take 50% off. And on higher time frame, what do I target as TP? If price started dropping, I can look for level that price can maybe try to buy from, okay. And if I look at this, we have what you call by build up. If price is buying, price will give you this, okay. Price will give you this. Once price gave you this, for sure you'll have a trend line, and the trend line is already the build up I'm talking about. So you trade the build up, but you don't trade after the build up. So you already got the build up, so now price will have to take the build up out, okay, which is this one. We have this, and we have yeah, this sort of trend line here. It's not really clear, but this is the trend line. So I can just target this whole trend line liquidity to the upside, which is the build up. So I can just take this high here, which start the imbalance, and this my TP. If I get a sell here, and I don't just wait for price to hit my final TP before I take profit, okay. I take 50% off from here, and I can maybe target this one 75%. I can target this one maybe 90%, and the remaining I leave till final TP, which is even 83R, okay. But here I only got I think 63, because I had a safer stop loss. You don't put your stop loss too yeah, you put your stop loss a bit above the high, exactly, which makes my 62R trade. Okay, this was the first sell here. I got my zone to sell from. Price gave me my change of character and pull back to take the induced equal highs, and I enter from my, I sell to the downside. This is the first sell. And the second one, I think I had the buy. I was trying to buy the pullback, okay. And let's see what happened. We do have this OB. If you look well, we have this order block here, and let's see if price came back to it. I think price came here, gave a, you see this change of character, pullback, OB, and you sell. But as I was saying, I didn't get all the sells, or I didn't get all the trades, okay, because it's not really easy to scalp and get all those positions. It's not easy. You really have to be able to see them live. It's not easy. So let's see, from this you can already have your sell, okay. I think it did happen. From this you can already have your sell, okay. Price broke this supply zone, which is our change of character, and price will have to pull back to our maybe order block, or let me just take this whole range to be my OB, uh or my PYs that I can enter from. I can get my entry here, my stop loss below the low. And what do I target? I can just target where I think price can go to, okay. Let's say maybe this one is a supply zone, or it might be a induced supply zone. It depends. You take profit here, and if it goes up, and you can still keep your position open. And let's see what happened. Price came, price didn't trigger it. Let's see. I think price came back. I think my entry, I think my entry was somewhere a bit above, okay, because I don't really set limit. If price comes to my zone, I can just buy, because I'm always on the chart and I'm always on my phone. And if price comes here and I'm seeing maybe it's giving some sort of bullish reaction, I can just click my buy. I don't really set limit. I think price came back for entry. Yeah, price came back for entry, and I had one entry from, I think, from this week, okay. And I got a re-entry here, because price didn't tap the zone below here. Then I expected price to come back, but at least I had a buy here. I got my buy here, so below this low I got my entry. Let's see, yeah, I got my entry here, my stop loss below this low. You guys can see my entry on the screen, okay. And this was the re-entry, and from this re-entry, price gave me another re-entry. And I think, yeah, the first entry, maybe what happened exactly, it happened on the 1 minute chart. If I go to the 1 minute, you can see the OB that price came tap into it here. Price tap into this OB, so price came back to this induced, because this OB on the 1 minute, yeah, for sure. but there is another OB below that it didn't tap into it. Okay, this last selling candle before the buy. So price came back for this, and as price bought, as price as price bought and broke structure to the upside, it gave me again a re-entry here, left behind a no B that I can enter from. And let's see if price pull back. Price gave me the pullback, and here was the buy. A buy here, my stop loss below the low. Okay, and what do I target? I can still target the previous high, which I think price can go there. Once price hits here, I take 99% off. I don't take full position unless I get the sell setup. If I get the sell setup, then I take the sell setup. So this was the buy, and I get back to the 1 minute. Yeah, these are the three buys I got them: 7R, 8R, and 6R. I think is pretty much different here because I always give some spaces to my stop loss. I can't really put below the OB directly. If I put below the OB, that actually gives me more. So I have 6R, 5R, and 6R, which is pretty much the same here. Okay, this was it buy, and price came, took the induced high and dropped. I didn't really get a sell here because I thought price might maybe go a bit higher. I thought maybe price might go a bit higher, even though my this sell is still on, and I got this buy, which is the retracement, and this is how I got those positions. And if now we continue, I think I got one sell here. Let's see. If you see price breaking this low, which is our breakout structure, now you just follow market structure. Okay, nothing really new. You see price gave you this, okay, pullback gave you this, pullback gave you this. After this, you expect some sort of pullback before having the next rally, and this is the easiest way you can get the direction, because you know price broke this low, for sure will have a pullback. So whatever you do here is you look for a buy to sell here. Okay, if you buy the retracement, for sure it's not really easy to buy the retracement, especially if you are really new in this scalping or maybe in SMC in general. So from this I got my sell. Okay, I think this was a bit fast. This sell also, I think I entered from some induced high. Okay, let's see. I go to my 10-second time frame. Okay, from this what happened is I already got my breakout structure here. Okay, I got my breakout structure here, but I wanted price to give me a reaction so that I can sell from maybe the order block above here. So when price came here, price went down. After price going down and left behind this area, it didn't really break some structures, but I was cool to enter from because I already got my breakout structure here. So I got this was the sell. My stop loss just above this high, or I can give some spaces to my stop loss. Yeah, because of the spread and some some stuff that can happen, price goes beyond the OB just to get you out. So I get this sell, and what do I target? I can still target the same zone here, which is 41R. If I get back here, 43, it's pretty much the same. Okay, I got this, the second position I got. I get back to my 1 minute. The second swing position, okay, is not really the second. Every breakdown I put the entries on the screen so that you guys can see. First here, 62 by 7 by 8 by 6. Okay, and let's see, price drop, it did play out after. Yeah, I think I traded this news. I traded news. There was a news here. You see this red flag, retail sales, MOM. So before the news, how did I trade news? If you want to trade news, you really have to understand about it, about market structure. You don't just say that okay, now price will go up and you start buying. If I just look at the higher time frame, how is the higher time frame? Higher time frame is bearish. Okay, even if we still on the 10-second, we can still see that price is bearish. Price is giving me this. Okay, price is giving me this. So I know price is bearish, and after breaking this low, I know price will have to pull back before a sell. Okay, and the pullback did happen. Price already pulled back, even if it didn't really go to some premium zone to sell from. A price came here and gave me my change of character I'm looking for. After price breaking this, and if I get a small pullback like this one, this small pullback here, I get here and I just enter my sell here. I enter my sell, and my sell was above the high. Okay, somewhere here. And what do I target? I can still target the same. But when I trade news, wherever price goes, then I just take full profit. Okay, you see price came here, and if price came here directly, I take full profit at this somewhere low where price really went to. And I think my stop loss was above this high, which is about 20R. And if I get back, yeah, 24R, but for sure 24R. So when I trade news, if price goes down and the news passes, then I take full profit. Not really full profit, but I take 99%. So if you look at my position here, those three buys here, I hit break even. I hit break even in all of them, but I already took 99% off here. I don't really take full profit. I don't take full profit because price can pull back down and start buying again. So by letting some position running, it helps me to maybe recover some losses, or maybe hedging. Okay, I can hedge. I have a buy. If I see a sell, I can take the sell, and if the buy did play out, fine. If the sell did play out, fine. So this is how I traded news here. I think there was a re-entry for the news, but I didn't take it. I think it was on the 1 minute. Okay, price came, tap into this 1 minute OB and drop down. I didn't really trade it anymore. From this, I took my 99% off and I was done with. And later I had the buy. This sell price didn't give me a sell here. I missed it. I think there was this order block. When you look up here, there's this order block here. So let's see, price came. I think price, okay, price didn't tap into the OB. That's one of the reasons I didn't really sell from this area. I had the order block here, price didn't tap into it. I didn't sell it, but there was a distribution here, two candles and a sell down. There was a distribution. So I think I instead bought the retracement. Okay, so if I go back to my 10 second, okay, from my 10 second here, what I did is there is this low that is taken. Once the low is taken, I think we can have a pullback for a sell, and the pullback is from where we have this breakout structure and price left behind what this order block to enter from. But from this, price almost killed me. I had my buy here. If I had the stop loss here, then price for sure killed me already. So what I did is, I don't know what happened to me, but I had my stop loss somewhere below this low, like below this low, because this low for me is somehow a weak low. So I expected price to take it out. That's why I put my stop loss below this low here, this weak here. Okay, you see, price actually came and weak out the low before buying. So my stop loss was somewhere below this weak here. So I got my buy here, and where do I target? I can just target where I think price can sell from. Okay, and if where I think price can sell from is from this order block for sure. Okay, we have this order block here that price can sell from, so I can just target this order block here. And once price hit my order block, I think there was even a re-entry here. I don't know if I even took it. I didn't take the re-entry, but there was a re-entry. Price pull back down here, there was a re-entry. I didn't take it. Okay, and I think when price went there, gave me a sell setup. You're supposed to tap into the OB, but I didn't tap into the OB. It gave me the sell setup, but I was still fine to sell to the downside. Okay, because price gave me the change of character I'm looking for. This was the change of character I'm looking for. It didn't tap into my order block, but it gave me a sell position or a sell setup. So I just sold it from this order block here. And let's see if price pullback, tap into it. And this was the sell. Okay, I don't really like putting those boxes, makes the chart dirty sometimes. So you put your stop loss here, or you can put the stop loss above the high to make it to be not a safer stop loss is always good, because just look at what happened here. Price almost hit my stop loss here. I went to TP anyway. So I think it was this sell. Okay, on this sell it did play out. Get back to my 1 minute, and let's see. We are just following the market structure till now. We all good. You see price dropping, pull back, you sell, pull back, you sell. I missed it. You pull back, you sell, and I got the sell. Okay, so let's see. And price did play out. Okay, it did play out. And I think I also got a buy setup from a sell setup, a buy. I still gonna break it down. Okay, I still gonna break it down. But there's something really important to notice. When price drops here, price did what? Price created triple highs. Okay, we have this high, we have this high, we have this high. So price created triple highs. From creating triple highs, I know that price can take it out because price didn't tap into this order block here. I expect the price to come take the triple highs or the trend line liquidity and tap into my zone, give me my sell setup. And on this, I think I got the sell setup as well. Price came, okay, price came to this OB here. There was this order block here. Let's see, I think price came there and gave me a sell setup. Or did price tap into the OB self? Now price didn't tap into the OB, but I think price gave me a change of character. Yeah, price gave me this change of character. When price doesn't tap into your zone and give you the change of character, and if you see there is a reason for price to really play it out, then you can just take it. And I can just enter from the OB up here. This was my entry up here. My stop loss above the high, and I target this low as TP. And let's see what happened. Price came, trigger in, and I think went to TP. Yeah, I did hit TP. And I got a buy setup. I got a buy setup and I got two sell setup. I try to show you. And on this, price did what? Price broke this high. If you look well, after price taking this low, if you look at this one, price took this low and gave me a change of character. Okay, after price giving me the change of character, I need some zone to enter from. I can just enter from the order block here. Okay, this was the retracement that I bought. I buy from this area, and where do I target as TP? I know that price can buy, come to some premium zone to sell from. Okay, so this was my TP. Price came, trigger me in and bought. But it's still, if price came here and give me a sell setup, I can still sell it. Okay, and let's see what happened. Price there, and from here price gave me my sell setup. I think I already got one entry here from this supply zone. Okay, I got this one and here. And what I did is, after price breaking this low, I waited for price to pull back to my zone above here, because when you look at this whole range here is some sort of supply zone that price can sell from. So I waited price to pull back, and from this I got my re-entry sell. Okay, this was the re-entry sell. But from this re-entry sell, it went down. It gave me the time to take at this partial, because it broke this low partial, and put myself as maybe above this high or break even before price actually went through stop loss buff position here. This one was full TP taken, and this one was a break even scenario. But remember, my buy is still running. Okay, my buy from this area I took 90% off, but it's still running. As I took break even on this buy is still running. And where do I expect price to sell from? Price can sell from this area because we have this trend line liquidity, but I still got this zone to sell from if I can have some sort of confirmation. Okay, and I think this was this last sell. Yeah, this was the last sell. Let's see what happened. Yeah, price came here and it started give me the change of character I'm looking for. Okay, from this one I go maybe to the 50-second. Yeah, from this price came, broke this low. Okay, when you look at this one, this was my change of character I was looking for. After price breaking this low, I look for a zone to enter from. Okay, and I think my entry was somewhere above this high. So this was my entry, a supply zone I can enter from. I got my entry somewhere above this high. My stop loss, my stop loss above the high. And where do I target? The target is still the same thing on higher time frame. I've been selling, so I can just target the final TP, which was this one. I think the sell was I think it was 20R. Yeah, it was somewhere 20R here, and this was the last sell position. Okay, and let's see. I can just remove here, and price did play out and went to final TP, and this was my TP. Okay, this was my TP, and it was actually a sniper exit. Price came, hit my TP, and straight away started buying to the upside. So I got all these positions just by scalping. if I try to count, this over 160 hour trade just on one session. Let me bring back the indicator. ICT IPDA. Let's see. Okay, I brought back the indicator. So one position happened here, this almost at London, and the remainder of the position at New York. Okay, all these position I got them at New York. This sell, yeah, I think it ran till this low. When I get the buy setup, that's where I can maybe take 99% off. So this one I can still hit BE, but I know I already took 99% off. By taking 99% off, I'm hedging. Hedging is very important. If you have a buy and if you have a sell, you understand the hedging and you can actually make good money even if one position hit break even. So this pretty much just by scalping, there's really nothing new. SMC advanced, okay, based on liquidity concept, and you can get this. You don't have to hold your trade over a weekend to get those high RR trade. So if I come back here, if you look at my chart, I on EUI only scalp. If I come here, you see there was a buy here, there was a sell, a buy, and if I come back here, all these not swing trades, it's just scalping. Okay, this is just scalping. I don't really swing much. I can just get on the chart for 10 to 20 minutes and I get my 5 hour or 10 hour and I'm done. Okay, this is pretty much how I do. You just scalp, and if you really have to learn how to scalp like this one, you can join my Discord group. Okay, link in the description of the video. You just join, you get access to the course. Not only you get access to the course, but you can also get access to my setups. Okay, those setups here, I didn't send all of them, okay, because some of them is really fast. Those entries from the second time frame, like 10-second, price doesn't really take time to come to your zone. But the one that it takes time to come to my zone, I do send them. Like this one, okay, this last sale here, for price to come here, it took time. Okay, it took at least like 10 minutes for price to come here, and this thing ran for 12 hours. And if I come back to Discord and in scalping ideas, I scroll up and here was the sell. Okay, here was the sell, the zone I was trying to sell from, and here running. Okay, and there. So this pretty much about the scalping. You want to learn, there's the full course SMC with the scalping strategy kill zone. Okay, so if you join the Discord, you get access to the setups. Okay, you get access to some of my my scalping setups, and not only this, you get access to the scalping strategy. Okay, the course, full course, and also you can get access to a great community that you can actually trade with them. You guys can share the ideas, and also I can mentor it. So this is pretty much about the mentorship and also about how I scalp. So if you guys like this type of content, try to drop a like, okay, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get access to any other new video I post.